1 pound, 2 ounces. Going to move outside of the cut, unfortunately, in 53rd, but get a few days to heal up before we head to the next one, because I'm sure today was a roller coaster out there.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to need a few days to get over this. It's just been one of those trips that everything went wrong, broke down yesterday and had some more issues this morning. So I'm ready to get it over with and head to La Crosse.
Great to have you here. Get down there safe. We'll see you in a few days. The very first Canadian ever to win a Bassmaster Elite Series event from Peterborough, Ontario, Canada, Chris Johnston. Had 18-15 yesterday, looking for 18-7 to take the lead here today away from Austin Felix. 5 fish, all alive. He's 18-7, 18 pounds, 13 ounces, a brand new leader with 37 pounds, 12 ounces. Chris Johnston is leading the guaranteed rate Bassmaster Elite at Lake Oahe with 37 pounds and 12 ounces. 37-12, and man, you're one of the few anglers that you got some anglers around you, but you've been very consistent. If you look weight-wise, back-to-back good days, and you keep that rolling, and you might become the first 2-time winner from Canada.
That would be nice, but it was a little tougher today, but I also didn't fish near as long. I was a little worried about wind, and I got my weight by about 10 o'clock.
Today, 5 pounds, 4 ounces. You move into 50th place currently with 11-15, and going to La Crosse in just a few days. You're going to have an opportunity to heal up for a few days.
Yeah, 3 days to be exact. I got plenty of time. I might go see Mount Rushmore or something. I don't know.
Lots of cool things to see here.
Yeah, man, this is a beautiful place. I just wish I could figure out how to catch these smallmouth a little better.
You're not the only one with that problem this week. Look forward to seeing you at the next one. A 2-time Bassmaster winner from Fort Worth, Texas, the Zaldangerous one, Chris Zaldane. Had 16-2 yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. $11 pounds, 8 ounces. He moves into 4th place with 27 pounds, 10 ounces. So a tougher day today, but still going to be in the mix and still going to be out there tomorrow by the looks of things.
Yeah, and I think we made the cut. Good news is we didn't get lost on the way here, so my wife and I had a nice little cruise over here. Like I said yesterday, we got in a little argument on the way here on how to get to this place, but Mobridge is an awesome little town. Of course the wind blew today. It's really important out there fishing that when you feel yourself, like falling behind or not getting bites, you have to move. I mean, the smallmouth moves so much from point to point to point here. They move horizontally. You have to pick up and move with those fish. So did that today. I feel like I fell behind a little bit. I had some opportunities for another big bag. We'll get them tomorrow.
Go get them. Always great to have you here. Let's bring out the back-to-back Bassmaster Classic champion from Maiden, North Carolina, Hank Cherry. 11-13 coming into today, 4 fish to add to that here on day number 2. 11-13 yesterday, 4 fish here today for Hank Cherry. Four fish today for 8 pounds, 2 ounces, gives you 19-15. You move into 9th place currently, and a lot more anglers yet to weigh in, but good to have you back here safe.
Yeah, that wasn't fun. I'd like to say that wasn't fun. I feel like I should get a T-shirt that says I survived the ride. I mean, that sucked. I'm glad I run some of the best equipment in the industry because I spent more time out of the water than in the water riding, and I spent more time on my feet in the water than dry fishing. I don't know what I can't explain it. I just sucked. It was bad. I mean, I'd take a 3/8 ounce drop shot weight and I'd sling it towards the fish, and I'd watch it go, and it'd come back to me on my live sonar. I'd throw it further, and it'd come back to me. I'd switch baits, throw it further. It just didn't work. I mean, it's something about I love smallmouth fishing. It just kicks my butt, and it's bad. Yesterday I screwed up. I need to say it now. I didn't tell my wife happy birthday on stage. Then I get a call today. It gets worse. I get a call today a minute ago. My little girl Bella, she tested positive for COVID again. So it's just the wheels keep going. Hey, there'll be blue skies, better days. Thank y'all.
That's the right attitude. A 3-time Bassmaster winner, 6-time Classic qualifier from Paducah, Kentucky, Mark Menendez. 8 pounds, 4 ounces yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. .61 gives him 14 pounds, 5 ounces, and survived this one.
Yeah, I did, Dave. I was glad to be in that big dual console Skeeter and all that rough water, but I was pretty smart. I didn't burn much gas today due to the fact I've been fighting that vertigo, which is just, you're up here moving around right now. It's really hard to stand up in a boat or just be balanced enough to do what you need to do. So I got a limit. I got 5 of those little fellas. I'm proud of that, and rallied to catch those. So we'll go back to La Crosse, and we'll get after them with the same bait I caught them here, which was a new Strike King tungsten thunder cricket. That thing really vibrates twice as hard for a vibrating jig that you've ever seen, Dave. It's an awful good one.
Go get some rest, and hopefully the vertigo's better by the next one. A former Forest Wood Cup champion from Alabama, Clint Davis. 11-11. Yesterday, 5 fish to add to that here today. £7 pounds, 2 ounces, gives him 18 pounds, 13 ounces. You move into 14th place currently, and this one wasn't an easy one, was it?
Man, today I fish in rougher water, but that is the most wind I've ever fished in my life. Like, you'd flip a 3/8 ounce drop shot weight out in front of the boat, and it'd come back to you. That was just, it was crazy. Hey, not a lot of weight, but I'm proud to catch 5 today, man. That was miserable.
Good to have you back here safe. He's a Bassmaster, former Bassmaster Open winner, made $1 million casting for bass. Kobe Krieger. 13 pounds, 15 ounces yesterday, 5 fish here today. £7 pounds, 12 ounces, gives him 21 pounds, 11 ounces. He moves into 6th place currently, and going to be just happy to be back here on dry land.
Yeah, I didn't make the big long run today. I opted to stay close, and so I could walk in the morning and go fishing next week. I didn't want to tear anything up. Thought I could do a little bit better than that up here. Obviously, I didn't, but it was a decision this morning that I made to be safe and healthy going into the off season, and we'll see what happens next week.
Always great to have you here. A Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Del Rio, Texas, Ray Hanselman Jr. Ray had 7-7 yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. £11 pounds, 8 ounces, gives him 18 pounds, 15 ounces. He moves into 14th place currently. Skeeter Yamaha Pro from Del Rio, Texas. 18-15, and I'm getting concerned, Ray, not about you, but about, it feels like this is, when you see, a preview for a movie and you think it's going to be awesome, you go see the movie, and it's just, all the funny parts were in the preview. I feel like our weigh-in's like that. We had a 19-pound bag and a 23-pound bag, and I don't think we've cracked 15 since then.
Well, that's... if I'd have caught them that good, I probably would have come in early too. But I don't know. This place reminds me of home a lot. The scenery and all, but mostly because of the wind. It blows here just like at home, and it's just part of it. I'm glad we went today. It was a good day.
Great to have you back here, and always great to have you at a Bassmaster Elite Series event. A 3-time Classic qualifier finished 2nd place at this year's Bassmaster Classic. Kyle Welcher had 9-4. 9.4 yesterday. 5 fish to add to that today. 8 pounds, 7 ounces. Gives him 17 pounds, 11 ounces. Moving to 20th place. And, man, I feel a lot of anglers are going to leave this one scratching their head.
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely not the event I wanted, and a lot of guys are going to think that when they leave. But it's really cool that we came here. This is kind of uncharted territory. There's not like a game plan when you come here of you know exactly what's going to happen, what area is going to play, what kind of patterns are going to win here. So my hat's completely off to the guys who figured it out, because it ain't like they come in with a hunch and they knew what was kind of going to happen. They had to get out there and figure it out. Also, my hat's off to Frank Talley. He stopped on the water and picked me up and brought me all the way back. So when he comes out here, y'all give him a big round of applause. And the best way to get over a hard tournament is to have a good one next. So Mississippi River coming up, and we're mad at them.
Before you leave, we have some parting gifts from our last event. Kyle Welcher won the Phoenix Boats Big Bass at that event on the St. Lawrence River. Gets a $2,000 bonus check for that. And without further ado, he's a 2-time Classic qualifier, an Elite Series champion from Temple, Texas, Frank the Tank Talley. 18 pounds even yesterday. 4 fish here today. £12 pounds, 6 ounces. He moves into 3rd place with 30 pounds and 6 ounces. Frank the Tank Talley having a great week here this week. £30 pounds, 6 ounces. First of all, thanks for bringing Kyle in. I know you guys all take care of each other. And, man, I know you're kind of kicking yourself for being one short of a limit, but, man, you're having a great tournament when you see how tough this day was for so many anglers. You got to be happy with where you're sitting.
Yeah, I knew that today was going to be tough on me, because making that long run and fishing, being susceptible to the wind like it was, I knew it was just going to be hard to catch them. So I had 4 bites. I caught 4, but I'm looking forward to going tomorrow again to see what happens. And if I get down there, I think I can catch them one more day, so we'll see what happens. But I'd like to also wish my daughter a happy birthday back home. Happy 29th birthday. I love you, sweetheart.
Happy birthday. We look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow. A 2-time qualifier for the Bassmaster Elite Series from North Carolina, David Williams. 5 pounds, 10 ounces yesterday. He says he got the same 5 today. Let's see how close he was. 5 here today, 5.10 yesterday. 5 pounds, 1 ounce. They lost 9 ounces overnight, but, I mean, it was a stressful day for them yesterday.
Well, they had to swim back home.
Yeah, they burn a lot of calories swimming back home.
Yeah. I dug a pretty big hole yesterday, and I've always heard if you want to make a comeback, throw big baits. I tied on a Zara spook and a big swim bait and a half-ounce spinnerbait, threw it all day, and that's what that's what I got.
So is that analogy true?
I don't believe it is.
No, it's not true either.
No, it didn't work for me.
Huh. Who told you that? Was that your dad again?
Probably.
I'm putting a pattern together. Are you?
Yeah. I better find somebody else to listen to, I guess.
Let's hear it for David Williams. He's an Elite Series champion and a Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Japan, Takumi Ito. Had 17 pounds, 4 ounces yesterday. 5 fish here today. Needs 20 pounds, 9 ounces to take the lead. 5 all alive. 16 pounds, 13 ounces. Takumi Ito with 34 pounds and an ounce moves into 3rd place currently. Guaranteed rate Bassmaster Elite at Lake Oahe. Last year when you won on stage, you said that smallmouth speak Japanese, and you can you're communicating. Are you speaking to the smallmouth this week?
Oh yes, so that the smallmouth can speak Japanese. I can talk to today, yesterday. The very very fun. So usually the rough water cannot talking, but South Dakota, Lake Oahe is so can speak, so can talk to, easy to catch to smallmouth.
If you keep catching smallmouth this good, a lot of the pros might ask you to teach them Japanese.
Oh, yeah. So, but So Japanese are a little bit difficult. So yes, I learned in a long time. So I can speak Japanese, but so difficult. So it's not easy. Maybe need 2 years, 3 years, 4 years.
Oh, again, a while before you teach them. Let's hear it for them. Now for something completely different. A 3-time classic qualifier from Kentucky. A man more slick than an ugly stick. Matt Robertson. 16 pounds and an ounce yesterday. 5 fish here today. Looks like another good day at the office for Matt Robertson. 5 fish, 17 pounds, 8 ounces. He moves into 4th place with 33 pounds, 9 ounces. 33 pounds, 9 ounces, and Matt Robertson is sitting in 4th place. Needs to be better than 5'8" for the day, 5'12" for the tournament to take over Phoenix Boats at Big Bass. That fish right there, 4 pounds, 13 ounces. But Matt, having a great tournament. Is there any truth to the rumor? I mean, you can do a lot of things. We've seen you in spelling bees and all sorts. Is there any truth to the rumor that you learned to speak Japanese from Takumi and you're talking to the smallmouth?
Yeah, buddy, I sure have. He even taught me a little bit back there some more. And I'm going to tell you something. I had the hell beat out of me out there today. I feel like I wrestled Caleb and Corey in the same night. I mean, I wrestled Prosnick and Corey in the same night 2 times, actually twice in a row with both of them. And, buddy, I'm hurting way worse than I did with them 2.
Why do you feel the need to wrestle? Look, we've had a lot of Elite Series pros here, none of them have wanted to fight near as much as you.
Well, I got a little bit too much country and redneck in me, and I run with a rough crowd, and we like to have a good time. We may or may not have a drink or 2, and then it gets a little rowdy.
I can see that. It happens. Look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow. From South Carolina, a Bassmaster Open winner and Elite Series champion, Brian New. 19 pounds, 5 ounces yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. £10, 11 ounces gives him 30 pounds even. He moves into 6th place currently. So tougher day today, I know. But, man, when you look at the way that leaderboard shakes out, you're probably going to end up pretty happy with where you're sitting.
Yeah. I mean, that's more like what I was really expecting, honestly. Yesterday looks good on paper, but it really wasn't that good. And today, it don't look that great on paper because it wasn't that great. But let me tell you what, I thought we were going to Oahe today. I think I was on the Atlantic Ocean. It was a rough son of a gun out there, but hey, we live to fight another day. I'm not known for catching smallmouth, and this is probably the first. Well, I guess I'm gonna make the cut. This is the first cut I've ever made smallmouth fishing, and I don't know. That feels good. Austin Felix, he caught a big old giant bag today, and he took me to Smallmouth University last week and taught me a little bit about it, and it worked one day. Maybe we can make it work tomorrow.
Keep it rolling. Way to go. Love to see you guys working together. He's a Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Corbin, Kentucky, Mike Huff. 9 pounds even yesterday, 2 fish here today. Frisky ones. Very mean. Are they that mean because they were lonely?
I think that's what it is, yeah.
2 fish today, 4 pounds, 4 ounces, gives him 13.4. And all joking aside, I know that hurts, but going to get a little chance to rest up, and no better way to get over it than have a good one at the next one.
That's exactly right. I'm looking forward to that next one and looking forward to getting a back massage after that 3 and 4 foot waves I had all the way coming back 40 miles. So just putting this one behind me, Dave.
All right. Well, enjoy that back massage. From Alabama, a Bassmaster Classic qualifier, Justin Hamner. $9.6 yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. 9,650. 5 fish to add to it here today. 12 pounds, 9 ounces. So a little bit better day today with 21 pounds, 15 ounces. You find yourself in 10th place currently. So a little better today. Do you feel better?
I don't know. Not really after the beating I took on that ride back. This place gets rough in a hurry. I mean, I had the chance today to have a really good bag, but when water's coming in on both sides of the boat trying to land a 4-pounder, it gets a little tough.
Tough. Well, better day today. Congrats on that. An Elite Series rookie from Old Forge, PA, Jonathan Kelly. Jonathan Kelly had 412 yesterday. 3 fish to add to that here today. $3.6 today, going to finish with 8.2, and I know this one is a rough one. But another shot at him next week in La Crosse, Wisconsin.
Yeah, I've been scratching my head the last 48 hours out here. I don't know what happened. I had a phenomenal practice, and, one time you think you're going to be on top and right up in there, and then you get slapped right across the face with 2 tournament days like this. But that happens. It's all part of life. It's part of what we do fishing. You can't avoid those days, and they're going to happen. I had talked to a few anglers, and they told me you have to deal with it, and you have to just move on and grow from those days. So we're going to take this as a lesson learned, and we're going to move forward. We're going to get in the Toyota Tundra and drive down to La Crosse, and we're going to bring it for the next one.
Look forward to seeing you there. Get down there safe. He's an Elite Series champion. Took that win at our last event. Weighed in 102 pounds and 8 ounces of smallmouth bass. Jay Shakurat. 16 pounds, 15 ounces yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. 6 pounds, 15 ounces gives him 23 pounds, 14 ounces. And the thrill of victory in the agony of angling, and you experienced that today.
Yeah, today was the agony of angling for me. This lake, it pretty much completely changed from yesterday based on what I was doing. I mean, I pulled up to my primary area yesterday and had almost 17 pounds in the first hour, and I pulled up there today, and they did not want to eat the food I was trying to give them. But anyways, if I do get to go tomorrow, I'm excited to see what could change if the wind dies down a little bit, and thanks for everyone coming out and watching me and everything, and everyone watching back home. It's pretty cool to have some local support in South Dakota.
It's awesome to see everybody excited about you. We hope to see you out here again tomorrow. A 5-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Holt, Michigan, Chad Pipkins. 15 pounds, 11 ounces yesterday for the former Bassmaster Open champion. 5 fish here today. 12 pounds even gives him 27.11. He moves into 8th place currently with 27 pounds, 11 ounces. So a good tournament, decent tournament. When you see how many anglers are struggling here, I mean, you got to be happy with the way the last 2 days have gone for you.
I'm super pumped. I mean, I struggled a lot in practice, and I was fortunate to have the 2 best days that I've had since I've been here. So looking forward to hopefully getting out there again tomorrow and see what we can do. It was fun today, catching a lot of fish. They bite weird. You miss one, you lose one, and you can see 100 of them down there. This place is super healthy. They're a little smarter than we are sometimes.
Yeah, well, we'll figure them out again tomorrow. A 3-time Bassmaster Elite Series winner from Auburn, Alabama, Steve Kennedy. 13-13 yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. $7 pounds, 2 ounces gives him 20 pounds, 15 ounces. He moves into 15th place. Digging deep in that VMC weighing bag. Boom, shakalaka, tiny bass.
Kids love that.
20 pounds, 15 ounces, and you prove that you're not a proud man or you're a good sport for holding that fish up.
Yes, anyway, I'm proud of them, dude. It got a lot rougher today. I don't know if you've heard that yet or not, but I was running 60 miles down the lake. I had one spot I was pretty excited about, and anyway, it wasn't too bad getting down there, but yeah, coming back took me like 2.5 hours, and so anyway, proud to catch 5 and get back. It's a rough place.
Happy to have you back here safe. He's a Bassmaster Open winner, a 4-time Canadian Open champion from Peterborough, Ontario, Canada, Corey Johnston. 10 pounds, 6 ounces yesterday. 5 fish here today. Looks like a better day today. 10-6 yesterday. 5 here today for Corey Johnston. Power Pole Ranger Mercury Pro. 5 fish today. 15-1 with 25 pounds, 7 ounces. Corey Johnston rockets into 11th place currently. So you must just like it, but the rougher it is, you did better when it was rougher. Most people did a little worse. Is that just where you're more comfortable, or did you change things up today?
No, I don't really know what happened yesterday, to be honest with you. I fished the same stuff and just never had any good bites yesterday. And today I ran 70 miles again in that mess out there and caught them and made it all the way back. So hopefully we get to go tomorrow and make the run again and see what happens.
Well, before you go anywhere, we got parting gifts. He weighed in a VMC monster bag at the last tournament, 28 pounds and 8 ounces. Gets himself the VMC monster bag bonus check there. So congratulations on that Happy Gilmore check, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. A 2-time Elite Series champion from Salem, Virginia, the cruise missile, Jon Cruz. 9 pounds, 15 ounces to start the day. He's got 5 fish here today. 12 pounds, 10 ounces gives him 22 pounds and 9 ounces. And Jon Cruz moves into 13th place currently. $22 pounds, 9 ounces, so a little bit better day today. And did it feel better out there, or do you just happy to be back here?
I would have liked to have a little bit more time. I ended up, story of lost fish. I don't lose a whole lot of fish. I pride myself on executing well, and I had about a 4-pounder get off after I thought I played it out and did everything I was supposed to do. And then I was just talking to Corey Johnston, and he told me he had one do the same thing. I was like, okay, well, I don't feel but so bad because I don't know many people, I can count them on less than one hand, that know smallmouth better than Corey Johnston. So if he did the exact same thing that I did, I don't feel too bad about it. But other than that, I fished pretty clean. I feel like I made pretty decent decisions. I might end up a little bit short. So it's a little bit frustrating to be so close and then have the fish on. But anyway, I appreciate everybody coming out. And, you have a beautiful lake here. Please take care of it. I like, hopefully, to get another shot at it, but we'll see what happens.
Always great to have you here. A 2-time Elite Series champion from Chattanooga, Tennessee, Buddy Gross. Had 12 pounds, 15 ounces yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. 12-15 yesterday. 5 all alive here today. 12 pounds, 5 ounces. Gives him 25 pounds, 4 ounces. He moves into 12th place currently and should be inside the projected cut. Nothing official until the end of the weigh-in. Find out who our top 47 are going out into semifinal Saturday. 25 pounds, 4 ounces, sitting in 12th place. And Buddy having a pretty consistent tournament here this week. 2 12-pound bags back-to-back. That should be enough to get you out there, no?
I hope so. The Lord blessed me today with a limit, but I'm telling you, I scratched, clawed, dug. I dug rocks up, bushes up, trees, just trying to get anything to get me a limit. You can't get there without a limit. So we got the limit, and just hope we get to make it again.
Keep our fingers crossed for you, and we'll find out at the end of this weigh-in. A former Strike King College Bass champion and Classic qualifier, Jacob Foutz. I don't know in the history of fishing if I've ever seen anybody hand off a bag with that much disdain. 1 fish today for Jacob Foutz. Almost a pound. 15 ounces, Jacob. If we had an award for the smallest fish of the tournament, I think you'd be leading right now. That's the only silver lining I can give you at this point.
That's the only one I can find myself. Heck, it's been a daggone fight all week for me. I haven't been able to get the ball rolling, and Oahe has not been nice to me. I've had my brains beat in by the wind, and I've had enough. I'm ready to head to lacrosse and get a quick turnaround in.
All right, we'll tap it out on this one, but get a comeback on the next one. From one college champion to another college hammer, Bassmaster Classic qualifier from North Carolina, KJ Queen. Had 19-1 yesterday. Had twins just a couple of months ago and caught a fish for each of them today. 2 fish for 5 pounds. Gives him 24 pounds and an ounce. 24 pounds and an ounce. Do you want to go tomorrow, or would you just be happy to be slide on out of town? Or you want another shot at him, I'm sure.
Oh, I want to go out there. I mean, I'm around some big fish. The wind just made it today where I could not look for them. Like, I've been just going with my forward-facing sonar, looking, using that tungsten live sonar jig head. I'd see it on the graph. It'd go right to them. They'd eat it. But today, I never seen what I thought was a smallmouth on my graph all day today. It was just crazy. It was one of them days that just, and I'm telling you, it was something else after another. I speared a wave today, ripped all 3 graphs. They come flying back in the air. My marshals over there grabbing graphs in midair. It's crazy. But, I mean, hopefully we can go back out there tomorrow and catch some big ones. That's the game plan.
Go over to the service yard, get everything tightened up, and hopefully we see you back here tomorrow. From Aiken, South Carolina, a 2-time Elite Series champion, the Tower of Power, Jason Williamson. Jay Willie had 4-8 yesterday, but a better day today. 5 fish here today. And, man, this is going to be interesting to see who the top 47 are, because it's a lot of anglers catching them today that didn't get them yesterday, and vice versa. 14-12 today gives him 19 pounds, 4 ounces, and Jay Willie moves into 24th place currently. That's how you make a comeback. Big brown beast from beneath will get a weight on that one. Needs to be better than 5'8" for the day, 5'12" for the tournament to take over Phoenix Boats Big Bass. 5 pounds and 9 ounces, so you take it over for the day. And I know that was a welcome addition to the live well.
Yeah, I had 3 heart attacks. I wish I had 2 packs of cigarettes. She jumped 14 times. I didn't think I was going to land her, but
3 heart attacks while fighting that fish.
Yeah, and if I'd had a pack of cigarettes, I probably could have smoked them too, because I had plenty of time. Because every time she'd get close to the boat, she'd run another 30 yards back out there. But it was rough out there. I'm glad to be in a Phoenix boat powered by Mercury. I'd like to say a special thanks to all my sponsors, my family who support me, and look forward to coming back to Oahe.
Good to see you back here, healthy. His second season on the Bassmaster Elite Series. He's a Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Georgia, Mark Frazier. Had 16-4 yesterday. Looks like another good day here today. Consistency has been a hard thing to do this week. 16-4 yesterday, 5 fish here today, 20 pounds, 2 ounces. He rockets all the way into 3rd place with 36 pounds and 6 ounces for Mark Frazier. Under 2 pounds outside of the lead. Just 1 pound, 7 ounces short of the lead, and man, what a difference a 20-pound bag will make.
Yeah, that surprised me. I didn't have anything. 5 fish for like 6 pounds come 1 o'clock, and probably 12 o'clock, but pulled up on one spot, and man, I'm so fortunate to have those 5. All 5 of them come on about an hour flurry. So, it was a struggle all day. It really is not that easy. I said it again yesterday, but I'm sure some of these guys feel the same. But hopefully tomorrow we can have that 1 hour flurry and come in with a decent bag. So,
hope it happens for you. Good news is the wind's supposed to lay down a little bit. Let's bring out a Bassmaster Open winner from Manny, Louisiana, Daryl Gleason. Had 14 pounds, 3 ounces yesterday. 5 fish here today. $14.3 yesterday, 12.7 today. Moves into 12th place with 26 pounds and 10 ounces. 26.10 and sitting in 12th place currently. Daryl, I was supposed to talk about you, but the group that never gets talked about is the true heroes of the Elite Series. That is the wives. And you don't realize how multitasking they are. I'm watching your wife right now. Take a picture, a video, whatever's going on. She is holding the dog leash with her legs. She's multitasking here. So, I mean, that's the hardest working member of this team.
I work pretty hard too, Dave. But yeah, she busted her ass, man. I wouldn't be out here without her. She drives the camper all around the country, following me in my Toyota, and this is the dream. I do think we need to like maybe pass the hat around and get some money together and get her some jeans with that cover them knees up, man. Them holy jeans. She's looking a little bummed. I'm gonna have to work on that. But dude, I worked hard today, very hard for those fish, and I pray it's enough to get me back out there tomorrow. I felt like I had a couple opportunities and maybe could have caught a little bigger bag, and man, just fighting my butt off to fish the weekend. That's what I want.
I want you here as many events as possible, my friend. Keep catching them. A 5-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Lake Oahe, South Carolina, Todd Auten. Nine pounds, 14 ounces. Yesterday, 5 fish to add to that here today. £10 pounds, 13 ounces gives him 20 pounds, 11 ounces. You move into 22nd place currently with 20 pounds, 11 ounces. Digging deep in that VMC weigh-in bag. Let's hear it for Ranger Mercury Pro Todd Auten. £20 pounds, 11 ounces. And man, some weeks it's easy, and this week I don't think it was easy for anyone.
No, and you know, I knew it was going to be different today. When I got to my first stop, I'd caught like 20 fish off this one point and pulled up there, couldn't even get a bite, come back to it 3 or 4 times during the day, and I said, well, you know, that's done. So I left out, and I went and threw a buzz bait today. Now, all them fish right there come on a buzz bait, believe it or not.
In this weather?
In this weather, in little calm pockets, that deep.
That's impressive stuff. You win the buzzbait division of this event, I believe.
I believe so, probably.
It doesn't pay very much at all, but it's very prestigious.
Hey, I'd like to tell everybody I got a new online store, and it's Auten Specialty Baits, and we have a lot of custom wood baits, topwaters, and everything. I need you to go on there and buy everything on there so I'd have enough gas money to get back to Mississippi.
All right. I hope that works out.
Since I didn't win any.
Okay, they'll help you out, I'm sure. I have faith in them. Our next angler, the 2012 PAA Angler of the Year from Winchester, Tennessee, Mr. Phoenix Boats, Garrett Clouse. 10 pounds, 14 ounces yesterday. 4 fish here today. 10-14 yesterday. £11 pounds, 14 ounces. Puts him in 17th place with 22 pounds, 12 ounces. Let's hear it for Gary Clouse. £22 pounds and 12 ounces. I ran into you in the convenience store this morning. I was buying the cheapest water available. You were buying the smart water bottle. Did it work out for you?
Dude, it helps. I'm way smarter when I drink that stuff.
Well, you didn't see it because you walked out, but we had kind of a joke, and then the girl tried to charge me $8 for my $1 bottle of water, and I was like, see, I evidently am not smart enough. She's the smart one, but, I mean, a decent weight for 2 days in a row on a tough fishery this time around.
Yeah, especially. I only had 4 fish each day, so I mean, I was getting the right bites, and I'm really disappointed in myself. Lost 3 good ones a day, which would have put me way up in the standings. But you know, I love it up here. I came up here last year, like I told you yesterday, and spent some time on the lake, and I like that area. That's a whole different country for us to come up here. It's really a treat for us. You all got a beautiful country up here, I'm telling you. I love Mobridge, love the people. Thank you. Also, I want to say a shout out to the folks back at Phoenix. Those guys do a tremendous job, and where I can come out here and relax and go fishing and take care of business.
Great people and a great part of the world. You are very correct there. A two-time winner, one in the Opens and one in the Elites, all this year from Fayetteville, Tennessee, the always lethal Brandon Lester. 10 pounds, 2 ounces. Yesterday, 5 fish to add to that here today. Five fish here today for Brandon Lester. 12 pounds, 9 ounces with 22 pounds, 11 ounces. He moved into 18th place currently. He moves into, not moved. That's not good English. 22 pounds, 11 ounces. You move into 18th place currently. So not a bad tournament, but man, this one hasn't been easy for anyone.
No, it definitely hadn't. You know, I think if I could get out there on a day where I'm not bumping around in 3-footers, I think I could catch a few. You know, I'm in the right area of the lake. This place is so big. I knew there was going to be one section where it was probably going to go down at, and I found that section. It just, you know, bad decisions, whatever. I could stand up here and make excuses all day long, but so could everybody else that didn't catch them. The truth of the matter is, you got to catch them. I don't think I caught them good enough to make it to tomorrow, but it's been fun. And we got one more dance next week, so looking forward to it.
Always great to have you here. He's a two-time Elite Series winner, a former Bass Nation national champion from Connecticut, Paul Mueller. Paul Mueller, 14 pounds, 11 ounces yesterday. 4 fish to add to that here today. 5 pounds, 9 ounces gives him 20 pounds, 4 ounces. You move into 27th place currently, and tough day too.
Very tough day. I made a long run, about 70 miles to a area that was pretty easy yesterday, and I had some other stuff in that area, but I figured, you know, if I could get the same weight as I had yesterday, I'd be good. And the school moved, and so I went to get gas. I went even further down to the dam, and then it was a joyride getting back. So, man, I am thankful. Honestly, though, I'm thankful to be in the Camus CX21. I was kind of going neck and neck with walleye boats at one point, and they were looking at me like I was crazy. But and I definitely, I think I was crazy because I could have probably burned down the bank and caught more than I did. $250 of gas, $6 a gallon at the pump, and yeah, just a tough day, man. I don't know. I tried, you know, and trolling motor broke at the end, and who knows what else broke. So we'll see. We're going to service yard and got to get ready for lacrosse.
Look forward to seeing you there. Glad you're not broke. Elite Series rookie from Ohio. Give me a little love for Alex Redwine. $12.11. Yesterday, 5 fish here today. 11 pounds, 7 ounces with 24 pounds, 2 ounces. He's in 15th place. Let's hope it's enough to keep him inside the top 47. $24 pounds and 2 ounces. And as I said, I saw the area you were fishing and you worked hard today. But, man, hopefully it's enough to get you back out there tomorrow.
Yeah, I hope so. I feel like I might be the bubble boy this week, but hopefully it goes in my favor. But, yeah, was super stubborn today. Pretty much stayed on spot lock all day long. Throwing a topwater in 3-footers, who would have thought?
Is that really what you're lying, right?
I think 4 out of 5 came on a Berkeley Jaywalker, topwater in 3-footers.
I don't know whether I'm more shocked that they ate it or you threw it. What made you think? I mean, I know I'm a tournament MC and all, but that's not one you normally hear.
Yeah, I kind of figured out the first day they started like biting it or following baits to the boat, and I'm kind of fishing a little bit more like shallower and close to some deep water. And I don't know, it was really hot this morning, and then it kind of died out. And then of course, like the last 10 minutes before I had to come in, had a couple more blow-ups. But hopefully, if I get a chance to get back out there tomorrow, I'll kind of be able to capitalize on that and not be throwing a topwater in 3- and 4-footers.
Did you ever see the hit, or did you just be like, I guess I got one on?
Well, I mean, right when I'd be ready to put it down, because I'd be like, this is stupid, why am I doing this? I'd get a blow up, and then I'd stick with it for another 30 minutes, and same thing, just over and over again, and I just never put it down.
Topwater. Wow. I'm shocked, but that's awesome. I hope you get out there tomorrow, and Lord knows what he'll throw. Our next angler, an Elite Series champion from Georgia. Get loud for Drew Cook. Had a big day yesterday. One of our 20-pound bags yesterday, 20 pounds, 6 ounces today, 5 fish. 20 pounds, 6 ounces yesterday, today, 5 for Drew Cook here. 11 pounds, 10 ounces, gives him 32 pounds even. He moves into 6th place currently. Went out today in the Avco Rat Skeeter Yamaha. And it looks like he's going to be part of our party on semifinal Saturday, currently sitting in 6th place with 32 pounds even, so you don't got to sweat it out. You know you're going fishing tomorrow, but you probably got some things to wring out in your boat and dry it off a little bit.
Yeah, and tighten up. I'm going to have to tighten every bolt. You can see right here. I don't know if y'all can see on the camera, but it has blown today. And when I mean blowed, it blowed. But we were able to get down there, but it was really hard to actually fish for them. I couldn't stay where I needed to stay, and whenever I would get them fired up, I would end up, even on spot lock, drifting way off of them, and that was the key to that place, was just keeping them fired up and getting them going. So I don't think the wind's supposed to blow at all tomorrow, so go back, hopefully catch 20 and 20, and then we'll see where it falls.
Make it happen. Great to have you back here safe. From one Elite Series champion to another. From Benton, Arkansas, get loud for Stetson Blaylock. 9:14 yesterday, 5 fish to add to that here today. $14 pounds, 5 ounces gives him 24 pounds and 3 ounces. And Stetson Blaylock moves into 16th place currently. 24 pounds, 3 ounces, and man, a comeback day today on a day where so many anglers struggled. You got to feel good about that.
Yeah, and it was no different for me. I just, it was hard to even fish the places I wanted to fish, but the good Lord just blessed me with 5 good bites. I only caught 5 keepers today. I did have one other one at the boat that I lost, but it was just another keeper. But I can't complain. I knew it was going to be hard to fish, and being able to, catch quite a bit more than yesterday, I feel good about that. I'd like another chance. I mean, I really would, at least with the wind a little less. We get out there and actually do a little running around and hitting some more places. You never know what you might run into.
Keep our fingers crossed for you. Hope you slide in there. We'll find out at the end of our weigh-in. An Elite Series champion, a former Elite Series Rookie of the Year from Georgia. Get loud for Drew Benton. 14 pounds, 12 ounces yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. 14-12 yesterday, 5 today. 11 pounds, 7 ounces. He moves into 14th place with 26 pounds and 3 ounces. And looks like you're going to work again tomorrow.
Yeah, hopefully it won't blow as hard as it did today. I'm surprised every one of them things is alive as far as I had to run with them. And when I got in, those live wells on that Phoenix really do well with them, and that boat rides really well. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to stand here. I'd have back problems out the end. But anyway, it's good to be here. We got our dinner bought by somebody last night. Just thankful that we were here, and we appreciate everybody that has us here. It's nice to come to a community that supports fishing, and hopefully we get to go again.
Some of the best people on earth live right here, and I'm glad to have you with us this week. Traveled a long way to be here, all the way from Japan. Daisuke Aoki. 7-4 yesterday, 4 fish here today. Three fish for 3 pounds, 2 ounces, gives him 10 pounds, 6 ounces. He doesn't want to hold them. Had enough of those fish today. Tough one this week. Was it rough for you?
Yeah, very tough 2 days. But changing mind, next tournament, Lacrosse, Mississippi River.
Very, very different. We look forward to seeing you there. a former Classic champion, a former Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year from Pittsgrove, New Jersey. Go Ike for Mike Iaconelli. 5:15 yesterday, 5 fish to add to that here today. 8 pounds, 11 ounces gives him 14 pounds, 10 ounces. Going to dig deep in that VMC weighing bag and hold one up for you, ladies and gentlemen. That's the right kind.
This fish I caught right here for Estella. Thank you, Estella. She gave me a little good luck charm last night. She made it. I put it in my boat this morning, and I caught that for you. I love you, Stella.
Oh. Stella, let's see how big your bass weighs, okay? 4 pounds, 6 ounces. That's a good one. And now what a good dad.
That's awesome. You're not catching them. I'm a competitive person, right? I'm depressed. I'm sad. I'm mad I didn't catch him. But moments like that make it all worth it. Did you find out about Sitting Bull yet?
I don't even talk about it no more.
Okay. How about Sacagawea?
I don't know nothing about that. We'll see you at the next one. That was a nice fish. You're a great dad. Let's bring through our next angler. A 16-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier. 6-time Bassmaster winner from Louisiana. The Hack Attack, Greg Hackney. 8 pounds, 7 ounces. 2 fish to add to this, and this is not a spot you're used to being in. 4 pounds, 13 ounces gives you 13.4 and qualifies you to get very, very mad going into our final fishery. A body of water that sets your skill set very, very well. So I would predict that you'd be a popular pick in fantasy fishing next week. That's my way of trying to make you feel good about a bad tournament.
The funny thing is I was really looking forward to this one, and I didn't have a great practice, but I had a great spot, and I don't know. Smallmouth are notorious for biting me in the butt, and they just leave, and then we had those big winds, and I'm not any good at getting out there and just drifting around and that stuff and finding them when they're deep like that again, and so I just basically today I went back out there and fished a little while, and then I just went fishing, but it's beautiful country, but I hope the next time that I come here, I'm only armed with a shotgun and my Matthews bow.
All right. Yeah. He's not going to be fishing, to be clear, ladies and gentlemen. All the way from Osaka, Japan, a Bassmaster Open winner, Kenta Kimura. 12 pounds, 3 ounces yesterday, 5 fish here today. Looks like a decent day today. 12.3 yesterday. Kenta Kimura here today. 13 pounds, 11 ounces, so a better day today with 25 pounds, 14 ounces. Kenta Kimura moves into the top 15. £25, 14 ounces, moves into 15th place currently, and decent tournament. You got to be happy with the way the first 2 days worked out.
Oh yeah, I'll be really happy if I'm fishing tomorrow. I had a horrible practice and feel like I'll be happy with 12 pounds a day, and I just did it, so feel good about it.
Keep our fingers crossed. Hopefully you're part of the top 47. Had a big tournament last time we were here. He's a 3-time U.S. Open champion, a 7-time Classic qualifier from Payson, Arizona, the Golden Ram, Clifford Perch. Had 12-8 yesterday, 5 fish to add to that here today. £11, 2 ounces gives him 23 pounds, 10 ounces. He moves into 22nd place currently. Top 47 get an opportunity to fish on semifinal Saturday. Top 10 fish on championship Sunday. £23, 10 ounces puts you in 22nd place currently, and this fishery is so different this time around. Why is it so different, do you think?
I don't know. I don't know. It was a struggle for me. I've not been getting a lot of big bites, but I had enough big bites to have a really big bag. They fight harder here, I think, than anywhere I've been, and I think the hook just wears a little room in there, and they come off. I had 2 4-pounders within a foot of my hand today, like 4 times, and they run all the way back to the bottom, and they finally just came off. So I don't know. They just fight harder here than anywhere I've seen, I think.
Well, it's always great to have you here, and we look forward to seeing you. Our next angler, a former motocross racer, now makes his living on the Elite Series, 3-time Classic qualifier from Newcomerstown, Ohio, Hunter Shryock. 12 pounds, 9 ounces yesterday, 5 fish to add to that. 12-1 gives him 24 pounds, 10 ounces, puts him in 18th place currently. Let's hope it's enough to keep him in there. The top 47 fish on semifinal Saturday here at the Guaranteed Rate, a Bassmaster Elite. Let's hear it for Abu Garcia, Berkeley Pro, Hunter Shryock. 24-10, so a consistent tournament, and consistency is something that a lot of anglers have struggled with here this week. Let's hope it's enough to keep you on the right side of the cut.
Yeah, I just tell you what, I was glad to be in a Phoenix Mercury today because it got a little sporty. I know you're going to hear that a bunch, but that thing would cut through the waves and save my back. So I'm in this sport for the long haul. Hopefully we're in it for tomorrow, and look forward to going out there and putting those Abu Garcia rods to the test.
Keep my fingers crossed for you. Hope you get a shot to get out there. He's a Bassmaster Open winner, an Elite Series, a rookie from Japan, Masayuki Matsushita. 13 pounds, 12 ounces yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. $14 pounds, 3 ounces. He moves into 10th place with 27 pounds, 15 ounces. He says he's got a big one, ladies and gentlemen, digging deep in that VMC weighing bag. Get loud for Masayuki Matsushita. Boom, shakalaka, giant bass. 27 pounds, 15 ounces. Needs to be better than 5'9" for the day, 5'12" for the tournament to take over Phoenix Boats Big Bass. 5 pounds, 11 ounces takes it over for the day. And big bite like that goes a long way. But the good news is you're going fishing again tomorrow.
I can fish tomorrow?
I believe you can fish tomorrow.
Thank you.
It's not up to me. I mean, no matter what I say. But if you did the work, you've got enough weight to go tomorrow.
What?
You've got it. You go fishing tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll see you tomorrow. Sometimes they're smooth, sometimes not so smooth. Speaking of smooth, let's bring out one of the smoothest dudes on tour. He is our reigning and defending Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year. Seth Fider had 15-14 yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. 13 pounds, 4 ounces today. Gives him 29 pounds, 2 ounces. And Seth Fider moves into 10th place currently. £29, 2 ounces. I'm going to weigh this one for Phoenix Boats Big Bass. Needs to be better than 5'11" for the day, 5'12" for the tournament. 414, not going to take that over, but Seth, a good tournament you're having. You're going to sweat out. You know you're going fishing tomorrow, and the good news is it's not supposed to be windy tomorrow.
Yeah, you never know here, though. It doesn't take much. But, no, looking forward to getting out tomorrow and going fishing and being able to fish all day. I keep leaving early, thinking I'm not going to make it back, and then I get up here with like 2 hours left and don't know what to do. So, yeah, I'm going to spend all day down there tomorrow and hopefully catch 20 pounds and get right back in this.
Happy to have you back here safe. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. He's a Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Millville, New Jersey. GDP, Greg DePalma. Tough day yesterday. 3 fish here today. Three fish here on day number 2. Guaranteed Rate Bassmaster Elite. This is an evil thing about fishing. When you don't have many, it takes longer for the weight to come up. So evil. 3 pounds, 2 ounces, give you a total of 4.2. And the good news is it's over.
It's 200% better than yesterday, so that's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
No doubt. Hey, beautiful place here. Fishing for me this week wasn't that good, but I want to thank you guys for all the hospitality. And on to the next one, I guess.
Look forward to seeing you in La Crosse, Wisconsin. An 11-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier, an Elite Series champion from Brookville, Indiana, Dollar Bill Lowen. 12 pounds, 15 ounces. Yesterday, 5 fish to add to that here today. 812 gives you 21 pounds, 11 ounces. He moves into 31st place currently. Dollar Bill, a proud member of Team Express Yamaha. 21-11, sitting in 31st place right now. And, man, you know, you look at our last tournament, people were dropping 20-pound bags like it was like literally guys were like, I didn't even do anything and I got 20 pounds. And those are the easy weeks. This week was a tough week for everyone in the field.
You know, this is the most humbling sport out there. You know, you go out there with a great game plan and think everything's going to work out, and some days it does, and some days it doesn't. And, you know, I think that's what keeps us coming back. But, you know, I just, for whatever reason, me and this lake just doesn't get along, you know. It likes to hurt my feelings, you know. I'll make anybody out here in a crowd a deal. You know, I know we're in waterfowl country, and I'd rather waterfowl hunt than do anything. So if somebody would take me duck hunting, I'll bring some Drake apparel and some Boss Sock shells. Gladly drive all the way back up here to do that. But want to thank everybody for coming out. You know, probably not going to make it till tomorrow, so come over to the Yamaha booth, talk about my Express, my Yamaha, and Yamaha Right Waters.
Always great to have you here. He's a former Elite Series Rookie of the Year, a Bassmaster Classic qualifier from North Carolina, Jake Whitaker. 17-2 yesterday. Looks like another good day here today for Jake Whitaker. 17-2, yes, a 5 fish here today. 16-1 inside the top 10 in 6th place with 33 pounds and 3 ounces. Phoenix Mercury Pro Jake Whitaker going to be part of our semifinal Saturday once again here at the Guaranteed Rate Bassmaster Elite. Man, a consistent tournament, 33 pounds, 3 ounces. I mean, that is showboating this week.
Man, I'll be honest with you. It got started off really good this morning, got on a little spot and caught 4, nice fish pretty quick, and then, was able to round out my limit with another good one. But, it's not easy out there. And today it was so rough. And, I'm really glad that I had my Rely on Lithium batteries in that Phoenix Mercury. It allowed me to hit that spot lock and stay on these fish and make multiple casts at them. So, just a good day all around, and excited to get back out there.
Great to see you hammering them. Look forward to seeing it keep rolling. A 2-time Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year from Gunnersville, Alabama, the incomparable G-Man, Gerald Swindle. Had 15-5 yesterday, 5 fish to add to that here today. 15-5 yesterday, 5 all alive here today, 12 pounds. Even gives him 27 pounds, 5 ounces. He moves into 15th place currently. And the G-Man going to be hanging out with us on semifinal Saturday. 27 pounds, 5 ounces. And is it good news or bad news that you got to go again tomorrow?
I don't know. I caught that big one in the first 30 minutes, and I hauled him around to noon with no other company in the live well. And when you ain't got a marshal, you just out there by yourself. I couldn't even have nobody to talk to. I'm just like, I don't even know what's going on. And it was just one of them days when I finally get a bite, I'd lose them, and then I just couldn't get it all together. And then I finally just bailed on everything, Dave, and just started fishing a little different and ended up catching limit. But it was a brutal, long day. Lake Oahe is a distant relative to Lake Managatepe, and it's a sister to the Thought We Had to Pee. I don't know if y'all ever looked at that. I was looking around. It's like, this is Lake Managatepe's sister right here, Lake Oahe. And that's what you say. When that Phoenix, every time I just leave this big air this morning, I go, Yahee! Oahe! Then my back started hurting. I said, I'm going to slow down. Now I'm getting a little old for this. But it's a big old lake. The wind makes it really difficult to maneuver in. We get out there tomorrow and see what happens.
Having a great tournament. Keep it rolling. He's a 3-time TTBC champion, a 2-time Elite Series champion from Huntington, Texas, Keith Combs. 10 pounds, 7 ounces for the Ranger Yamaha Pro from Texas. 5 fish to add to that here today. 10 pounds, 11 ounces gives him 21 pounds, 2 ounces. He moves into 35th place currently, and I don't know if it's going to be enough to get back out there tomorrow, but is that good news or bad news?
Well, I want to get back out there. I think tomorrow the weather looks good, but boy, today was really a challenge, and a challenge for everybody. I'm kind of glad to be off the water for now, but no, I don't think that'll make it to tomorrow, but I want to say it's been fun, but man, today wasn't much fun out there. But I do enjoy South Dakota. Maybe we'll come back someday.
Always great to have you here. A former Bass Nation national champion from Wisconsin. Get loud for Pat Schlopper. $10 pounds, 15 ounces yesterday. A better day today. I'm going to give you something to cheer about right here. 10-15 yesterday. Pat Schlopper, 5 fish here today. 19 pounds and an ounce. That was so bad. So horrible. We got to work on that. Hold your fish up. 30 pounds even. He's in 10th place, and we'll work on our celebration after the weigh-in. Digging deep in that VMC bag. Let's hear it for Pat Schlopper. Okay, one more time, Pat. Let's just don't get fancy. Let's just be safe with this, because we just really screwed up in front of a bunch of people. But you did not screw up fishing today. 30 pounds even, and you're going to work again tomorrow.
I hope so. You know, yesterday was a tough day. Today I got a really good bag early with one, a little bit smaller one. And I stayed out there and ended up catching one more good. I had 6 really good bites and landed 5 of them. So, yeah, it was a great day. Still had some boat problems, so hopefully get that figured out. But came in, about an hour early. But, yeah, it was fun. Kind of, you go back and forth doing this. You feel like you shouldn't be here. Like yesterday, I didn't know what I was doing. And then today, I felt like I couldn't do anything wrong. So that's part of the sport, I guess.
So what is the deal with it? Do you get one beer if you make the cut, or is that not till after the tournament?
I think I'm going to have one, but it might be one of them big 40-ounce Mount Lickies.
I would recommend it just for medicinal purposes strictly. A 9-time FLW Tour winner, 3-time Bassmaster winner from DeBerry, Florida, John Cox. Had 9.5 yesterday, 5 fish to add to that here today. $9 pounds, 5 ounces yesterday. 5 fish here today. 5 pounds even gives him 14 pounds, 5 ounces, and that hurts.
Man, I'm telling you, it was rough. That's got to be the smallest limit I've ever weighed in, though. But, man, it was super tough. I don't know. I just caught a lot of catfish, a lot of walleye, a lot of pike. But man, I'm looking forward to lacrosse next week. We're gonna be around some grass and some shallower water, hopefully, and yeah. But maybe we'll come back here in the spring next time.
Tough one this time around, but the good news is not many of those in your career. A 2-time FLW Tour winner from Shelby, North Carolina, Team Toyota's Matt Airy. Had 12 pounds, 2 ounces yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. $12.2 yesterday was right at the cut. 10.2 today gives you 22 pounds, 4 ounces. He moves into 32nd place currently. Team Toyota and Ranger Pro, Matt Airy with 22 pounds, 4 ounces. And Matt, you were the bubble boy as of yesterday. You got to kind of hope. Very rarely in the Elite Series does it go down, but if it could go down, this seems like one of those days where it might happen. So I don't know whether I'm giving you hope or
It false hope, but not with this crew. Every time we say that, it never fails. Usually the weights actually go up, and the wind was somewhat kind to us yesterday. Today it was not, and I had about a 40-mile run, and my water I fished yesterday kind of got blown out pretty bad, so I just had to scramble around today and catch 10 pounds. I doubt it's going to be enough to go tomorrow, but cool place. People have been great. Marshall was awesome today. He gave me a jalapeno summer sausage sandwich, and it was good. I don't know what kind of deer it was because they got all kinds of deer out here. We just have whitetails where I'm from, but it was excellent. And looking forward to Mississippi River.
Glad you had a nice lunch. Hope you get out there tomorrow. 32-time Classic qualifier. 4 of those he has won. A 16-time Bassmaster winner from Ava, Missouri, the legendary Mr. Rick Clunn. 13 pounds and an ounce yesterday. 5 fish here today. 5 fish here today. 13-1 yesterday. Nine pounds, 13 ounces. He moves into 29th place with 22 pounds, 14 ounces. A lot of our anglers have said a sporty day. Just a few weeks ago, celebrated his 76th birthday. Out here doing what nobody in any pro sport does. And 2 days in a row, weighed in a largemouth bass.
Well, you know there is a largemouth division, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, whatever Rick Clunn decides there is.
In largemouth division. Obviously, which one I'm fishing.
Rick, just so you know, because this will mean a lot to you. I mean, Tripp has been retired now for a couple of years here. And, he'll text me when crazy stuff happens. First thing this morning, he texted me, and all he wanted to talk about was Rick Clunn's 3.8 largemouth. He was that impressed. So he is freaking out at home right now. 2 days in a row, you weighed in a largemouth bass. So you gave the gift that keeps on giving to Tripp Weldon. So thank you.
Well, my heart misses him. He's one of the very best we've ever had, and he's a true historian. He knew why a rule was a rule. And so, I miss him. Wish him well.
Always great to have you here. Let's hear it for Rick Clunn, ladies and gentlemen. Champion of the largemouth division. A 2-time Elite Series champion from Newport, New York, Jamie the Hammer Hartman. 9 pounds, 2 ounces yesterday. 5 fish here today.
No Pipkins in that bag.
6 pounds, 14 ounces gives him 16 pounds even. And he moves into 55th place. Lisa asked you if you wanted to hold one, and you just giggled at her and shooed them away.
Oh, my thumbs are too big to go in their mouth. So, man, golly, I am in complete awe, man. I did not expect that. I had a pretty decent practice, and they just absolutely disappeared with this north wind. I got nothing to say. I don't understand it. I had high hopes. When I seen it on the schedule, I had high. The place is absolutely beautiful. I've never seen nothing like it before. The wind, that's a different story. But that nitro got me down, all the way down 40 miles and all the way back, and it wasn't worth it.
But you're back safe.
Back? You say something about a back? Yeah. I'm back safe, man. But I'm going to be sore for a couple days, I guarantee it. So I'll take the next couple days off, I guess, if you guys don't mind.
Oh, yeah, we'll give you a few days off so you can recoup, and we'll see you in La Crosse, Wisconsin. A Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Derek Hudnall. 9 pounds even yesterday. 5 fish here today. £10, 7 ounces gives you 19.7. You move into 45th place currently. So a little bit better day today, but man, this is going to be one that a lot of people are going to be leaving here scratching their head.
Yeah, instead of scratching my head, I'm just going to go ahead and point her north, and we're going to go to Wisconsin next. But guys, I mean, this fishery's not fishing that good right now, but this place is absolutely slap full of fish, and all species. These bodies of waters go up and down. I know last year this place was really good, so leave here with your head held high, go on to the next one, and then this place is gorgeous, and I wouldn't mind coming back here for sure. Thank you guys for having us.
Great to have you here. A former Bass Nation national champion, 3-time Classic qualifier from Louisiana, Caleb Sumrall. Had 18.8 yesterday. Tougher day today by the looks of things. 4 fish for Caleb Sumrall here on day number 2. 18.8 yesterday. 8 pounds, 9 ounces with 27 pounds and an ounce. He moves into 17th place. and should be part of our top 47, battling it out on semifinal Saturday. Whoa, whoa. He caught that fish 3 times, ladies and gentlemen. How ironic is it that you were 1 short of a limit today, but you caught that fish 3 times in front of all these people?
Hey, man, so I laugh at today, dude. I had a little bit of some, I guess you can call it trials and tribulations. This is the part of the game we play. I had some mechanical issues early, and me and my marshal, he got to see the whole 9 of the bad days, and I struggled all day until I knew I needed at least 6-7 pounds to make the cut for tomorrow, and we pull up on a spot like a couple hours ago and caught 2 or 3. I'm like, dude, that's one spot. Just that one stop was just huge. And I took a load off, and we made it through the day, and we're going to go get fixed up, re-rigged, and hopefully go back out there tomorrow. I think we will.
Yeah, I think you'll be part of it. Wish you luck to see you back here tomorrow. He's a Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Richmond, Virginia, the barrister, Edward Loughran III. 10 pounds, 11 ounces yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. Looking for 8 pounds, 9 ounces currently to get in the cut. 7 pounds, 3 ounces, not going to do that. 17-14. Unfortunately, not going to make the cut this time. And I missed your birthday yesterday, so happy birthday. You qualified to party for the next few days. You got nothing to do but wait till we go to La Crosse.
Yeah, I wish I was fishing tomorrow. The weather's going to be a little bit better than it was today, so it would have been nice to be able to get around a little and fish a little easier. But, had a decent tournament. Anytime you catch 5 each day, you're doing okay. But just needed some bigger ones, maybe at La Crosse.
Love to see it happen for you. Great to have you here. And once again, happy birthday. A 7-time FLW Tour winner, a Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Clewiston, Florida, Scott Martin. Scott Martin had 10 pounds, 3 ounces yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. Looking for 9-1 to get inside the cut currently. A little more to stay there till the end of our weigh-in. But let's get him in there. 5 fish here today. 9 pounds, 12 ounces inside the cut with 19 pounds, 15 ounces. Currently in 45th place. Let's hear it for Skeeter Yamaha Pro, Scott Martin. 19 pounds, 15 ounces, and man, this was a tough one for a lot of our field.
It is what it is. I caught 50 bass today. Just never could catch a good one. In practice, you're getting a lot of bites, and there'd be a 3-pounder, 3.5-pounder mixed in the deal. Just didn't happen the last 2 days, but caught a lot of fish, had a lot of fun. I ran 160 miles today, and honestly, guys, I have a Skeeter 21 FXR. It never once gave me a kidney punch. It never once slammed. I mean, we went all the way down there and all the way back. The equipment held up good. The boat ran well. So hats off to Skeeter for building a great boat, and hats off to Yamaha for making a great motor. I didn't have to stop and get gas. So, hey, my equipment held up. We're going to head off to La Crosse here probably tomorrow. Get ready for the next one.
Great to have you back here safe. We look forward to seeing you in La Crosse. Back on the Bassmaster Elite Series, and sure happy to have him here from Texas. Get loud for Brad Whatley. Had 16 pounds, 3 ounces yesterday. 5 fish here today. Looking for 3 pounds, 4 ounces to get inside the cut. 5 fish here today. 6 pounds, 9 ounces gives him 22 pounds, 12 ounces, and you move into 31st place. And I was telling you how awesome it was to have you back here and how amazing. I don't think we've ever had an angler come back from being away from medical hardship and come back that same season. But were there moments today that you were like, maybe I should have just took a knee till the end of this season?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely thought about it this morning. But no, I love it. I'm glad I'm back. I'm glad I'm feeling good. It was not the day I wanted. I started out this morning, and I caught a little bitty one, and it was a keeper. And then I jumped the next 2 3-pounders off, and so I run on down the lake, and I pull up on a little spot, and, man, I start catching these little ones. Well, anyway, I go back there, and I'm in the live well, and I'm like, man, these things just cannot get any smaller. Well, they did because I had 6 of them. So that's a 2-pound penalty. So anyway, but I enjoyed it. I mean, it was fun this week. Just didn't figure them out today like I would have liked to, but we're going to move on to Wisconsin, see what we can get done.
Great to have you back here and great to have you feeling good. He's an Elite Series champion from Wisconsin. Get loud for Caleb Kufal. Had 14 pounds, 14 ounces yesterday. Looks like a better day today. Oh, boy. 5 fish here today. Needs a giant day to take the lead. Needs 22.15 to take the lead. He's got 5 all alive. 21 pounds, 6 ounces. 21.6, and Caleb Kufal with 36 pounds, 4 ounces moves into 4th place currently. You know, I always give you a hard time that you're from Wisconsin and you don't drink beer, you don't like football, and you don't like smallmouth bass. Can you at least get along with the smallmouth bass? Now they're being pretty good to you.
Yeah, this week hadn't been too bad. I had just a terrible practice. I don't think I caught more than probably 9 pounds a day in practice, but I did find one spot at the end of practice in the last hour, and I caught everything yesterday off of that spot and everything today off that spot. So when it dries up, I dry up, but stay there all day tomorrow, see what happens. Hopefully get a few more.
Great tournament. Keep it rolling. In the thick of things in our Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year race, a 3-time Classic qualifier from Mount Carmel, Tennessee, David Mullins. 9:15 as of this morning, 5 fish to add to that. $5.10 gives him 15 pounds and 9 ounces, and the good news is you're in a very rare spot here in this tournament. We don't see you often outside of the cut going into the weekend, but this is going to be one of those rare weekends off for you.
Yeah, dude, that feels like I'm on a different lake, and I've never been so happy to see land in my life. I'm telling you, land was a good thing today, but fishing wasn't good for me. It's got a lot of fishing here. I don't know what adjustments. I mean, I was all around them, just didn't capitalize, but hey, we got Mississippi River left, and hopefully we can do well there.
Looking forward to seeing you there. Safe travels. A 3-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier from North Carolina, the Baby Shark, Shane LeHue. 9 pounds, 14 ounces. 9 pounds, 14 ounces. Yes, 5 fish to add to here today. The Baby Shark song works when he catches him, but when it's a bad day, this song just, it's like it's rubbing it in right now, Shane, is what it's doing. 6 pounds, 14 ounces gives him 16.12, and please stop playing the music.
Yeah, when you weigh in 4 baby sharks, it's not good.
No.
The music doesn't work at that point. We've talked about that before, and it really does sting more when I hear that song. As you can see, my fish were up here flopping, and they were actually trying to climb through the little holes in the mesh. They were so big. They almost fit, too. I actually watched one get his nose out, so it was just a rough week for me. I never got on any fish, really. Yesterday, I did catch 3 big ones off one place, and I went back there today in the water. I mean, it was windy, and they kind of got muddy on me, and there was a couple other boats there the first day, and there was nobody there today, and I kind of fished around in that area and absolutely caught nothing. So I ran 40 miles down the lake and just went practicing, and it didn't work out. I swung, and I missed. But we'll go to Wisconsin. I've kind of backed myself up now, and we're going to have to make a pretty good tournament at Wisconsin to make that Bassmasters Classic. That's always my number one goal. So we're gonna make a comeback there.
Looking forward to seeing you there. Make it happen. He's a 10-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier, former TTBC champion from Asheville, Alabama, Skeeter Yamaha Pro Matt Herron. Had 8-11 yesterday, 3 fish here today. £5 even gives him 13 pounds, 11 ounces, and you qualify to have the weekend off and go see all of the amazing sightseeing things that are around in this beautiful state of South Dakota.
I'm going to need it because my boat is a wreck. Everything in it's trashed. I mean, the wind, the waves, the rough. I run it as hard as I could run in that Skeeter, perform unbelievable, but it just, when you beat them up like this, it is what it is. I left it all out there. I had 4 groups of fish going, and when I'm kind of like I heard Jamie say, when the wind turned and it flipped out of the north instead of out of the south, I ain't never seen fish move like this. I mean, most of the time smallmouth pretty much if you find them on a rock structure or whatever, they're kind of home bodies, especially when they set up in summertime. And these things just, I don't know, they got fins and tails and they moved. And I didn't do a good job catching up with them, but I enjoyed it. Man, it's a beautiful place, and maybe we'll be back someday.
Always great to have you here. Happy to have you back here safe. I know you're going to get loud now. He's a Bassmaster Classic qualifier, a Bassmaster Open winner from Detroit Lakes, Minnesota. Oh, Bob Downey. 15 pounds, 4 ounces yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. 8 pounds, 5 ounces gives him 23 pounds, 9 ounces. You're in 31st place, and I've never been this nervous. I really need you to go tomorrow because half of our crowd here is cheering for you, and we don't want to lose them.
No, I'd love to go tomorrow, too. I mean, for crowd's sake and myself and make a little money. And I'd like to get back out there. Today was just one of them days where it was tough, and I feel like I found some of the right stuff. I just didn't get on it today, and hopefully tomorrow we can make it to the third day cut. I love this place. I've spent a lot of time out here last year and a month ago. I live pretty close, so I'd love to go one more day and just fish some new water and fish fresh stuff and see what happens. So praying and crossing our fingers we get in.
Be a lot of fingers in this crowd crossed for you. He's a former Forest Wood Cup champion, a former Bassmaster Open winner from Alabama, Justin Atkins. Had 13-13 yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. Needs 6-2 to get inside the cut. Currently, more to stay there till the end of the weigh-in. 7 pounds and an ounce moves inside the cut in 44th place with 20 pounds, 14 ounces. And, man, this one was a tough one for the entire field.
Yeah, it was. It was just rough today. And the fish I was really wanting to get to were 70 miles away. And so we made the big run, got down there to them, and the problem was I really had 2 spots that when I got a bite, it was a big one. I didn't get many bites. And you can tell on that Lowrance Active Target when it's smallmouth and when they're big, you can see their tails wagging when it's a big one. And I'd have those groups come up, I'd send my flatworm down to them, they'd go to the bottom, they wouldn't bite. I'd hunt around, find another group, send it down to him. Finally got one to bite, he takes my worm, and I'm just like, it's so frustrating because you know in a tournament like this, you catch 2 of those and it's a done deal, you know what I mean? So whatever. The good thing about this is we got another one next week, so we can shake it off. You don't get to harp on it for very long. My son Cooper is watching at home, so hey, buddy. And one other thing, I've been lucky so far this week. My wife is due next week, so I'm hoping that we can make it through one more tournament. Maybe I can get home and at least be there for that. So I'm having a little girl, looking forward to it, and we're going to get after him next week.
A lot of great things going on. The 2019 Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year from Alabama, Scott Canterbury. Had 15 pounds, 7 ounces yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. Needs 4-13 to get inside the cut. Not a problem. 13-13 gives him 29 pounds, 4 ounces. He moves into 13th place. That's a lot of 13s, but he's going to go fishing tomorrow. 13-13 puts him in 13th place with 29 pounds and 4 ounces. Weigh this one for Phoenix Boats Big Bass. Needs to be better than 5'11 for the day, 5'12 for the tournament, 5'1. Not going to take that over, but a good fish. And I don't know if you're a superstitious guy, but you weighed 13-13. You're in 13th place. But I feel like situations are situational because 13, there's a ton of anglers that would give their eye teeth for 13-13 today.
For sure, man. It was tough. That wind was brutal out there, and, it was good. I caught that big one. It sort of helped me, made my whole bag. But, the crowd's awesome, it's awesome. Hopefully I'll make the cut, Our family's put up with a lot with us being gone, on the road, doing this, chasing our dream. But today's my wife's birthday. Y'all tell her happy birthday, and hopefully I'll make a little money for her this time on my birthday. I know I've missed a lot of them because of fishing, but hopefully today I made a little money.
Sure you did. Happy birthday. And we'll see you back here tomorrow. A former Strike King College Bass champion from Ava, Missouri, Cody Huff. 14 pounds, 5 ounces. 5 fish to add to that. 14.5, and he's going to be going fishing tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. 5 fish to add to that for Cody Huff here today. 16 pounds, 4 ounces. Rockets all the way into the top 10 in 9th place with 30 pounds and 9 ounces for 2 times his tough Cody Huff. £30 and 9 ounces sitting in 9th place. And, man, you're in a very luxurious position where you don't have to worry about making it tomorrow, where half our field is back there biting their fingernails and screwing their boats back together.
That's all right. I worried about it about all day. It took me till 12 o'clock to get number 5, and after that I never got another bite. So I'm pretty thankful for the 5 bites I got. We get to go fishing tomorrow and go try to have some fun, hopefully a little better weather.
Supposed to be, and we look forward to seeing you here tomorrow morning. A 9-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Gainesville, Florida, Bernie Schultz. 7 pounds, 10 ounces yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. $7.10 yesterday, 5 today for Bernie Schultz. 9 pounds, 14 ounces with 17.8. You move into 61st currently and outside of the cut. But I feel like this weekend, I mean, you always want to make the weekend, but after that ride back in, you're probably not that upset about not going tomorrow.
No, I mean, if you're going to miss and it's rough, that's probably the best scenario. But I'd like to say something about this lake. It is a beautiful, beautiful fishery. But what I notice is there's no litter, 0. I mean, the people down south and to the east could take a lesson from how they manage this lake. I know there's fewer people here, but you have to search far and wide to find any kind of litter in the lake. And that speaks volumes for how they take care of it. It's a beautiful place, lots of fish. I didn't find the big ones, but we'll be back, and I'll find them that time.
All right, we look forward to seeing you in La Crosse. Thanks for the kind words. A Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Raceland, Louisiana, Tyler Rivette. 14 pounds, 12 ounces yesterday. Another good day today, by the looks of things. He needs 5:15 to get inside the cut. Not a problem. 5 fish for Tyler Rivette here today. 18 pounds, 15 ounces with 33 pounds, 11 ounces. Tyler Rivette rockets into 6th place currently, digging deep in that VMC weighing bag. I'm going to hold him high for you. Let's hear it, South Dakota. 33 pounds, 11 ounces, 18-15 here on day number 2. And you're going to be hanging with us on semifinal Saturday. And, man, great tournament you're having when so many anglers are having such a tough time.
It just happened. I had the same thing, about 9 pounds for a while. I couldn't do anything right. And I was getting so mad at the wind. I hate wind. I can't fish in wind for nothing. And I just drifted across one spot, and it just went off. And it was an old waypoint from last year whenever we came pre-practice, and I didn't even hit it this week. So it was a guy right there. I was passing by. He told me, go stop on it. So I went stop on it, and it was full of big ones. So hopefully they're there tomorrow, and I guess we're in contention now, so we could do something now. So I'm pumped. But I do want to thank Power Pole just for the Power Pole charge. I was down there, and my batteries were dead, and I thought I was going to be done. And luckily, they had that emergency start and got me back, and I came straight here. So thanks for them.
Happy to have you back here safe, and look forward to seeing it go down for you this weekend. Had a big day yesterday. He's an Elite Series rookie from Isle, Minnesota. Get loud for Josh Douglas. 18 pounds, 10 ounces yesterday. Tough day today. 3 fish here today. Needs 2.4 to get inside the cut currently. 4 pounds, 13 ounces puts him in 35th place with 23 pounds, 7 ounces. So you got a shot. You gotta hope a couple of these guys. We'll see how it works out here shortly.
Yeah, it's this game is seriously, when you get to this level, it all just comes down to decision making, and I definitely chose the wrong day. If I could get to have bad decisions, if I could get lucky and squeeze in there, I would really, really love to do it. But awesome fishery, South Dakota, you're awesome. I'll definitely be back pheasant hunting. I've been seeing a bunch of those around, so thank you.
Hope you're part of the field tomorrow. We'll find out at the end of our weigh-in. From Mississippi, give me a little love for Brock Mosley. Brock Mosley had 16 pounds, 7 ounces yesterday. 5 fish here today as we wind down our way and needs 4 pounds, 8 ounces to get inside the cut currently. 12 pounds, 6 ounces. He moves into 17th place with 28 pounds, 13 ounces. And looks like Brock Mosley will be gassing up the Dakota Lithium Phoenix Mercury and going to work again tomorrow. 28 pounds, 13 ounces, and you got to be happy with that. Know you're going fishing tomorrow. Weigh this one for Phoenix Boats. Big Bass needs to be better than 5'11". 5'7", not going to take that over, but you're going to work tomorrow. How you feeling about that?
It was, man, it was a grind out there today. You know, I got lucky and caught that one big one. I have another opportunity to make one really good coal right before I come in, and I rushed it and ended up breaking it off right at the boat, but that's part of it. But, you know, it was just a salvage today in today's conditions. You know, that's just kind of a win for me. But hopefully we can get out there tomorrow and catch another big bag and try to get inside that top 10.
Would love to see it happen for you. Keep it rolling. He's an Elite Series rookie from Alabama. Get loud for Joseph Webster. Had 7 pounds, 6 ounces yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. (9.3) gives him 16 pounds, 9 ounces. Unfortunately, outside of the cut this time around, Joseph, but no better way to get over it than just go hammer him next week in La Crosse.
Yeah, I'm ready to get out of this smallmouth stuff. So, I mean, at least we can put something in something thick up there, and maybe it'll work out all right. But you know this. Some of y'all's thrill seekers, y'all want a good thrill ride. Y'all need to just get in one of these boats and ride that thing about 70 miles, and you'll see what these boats go through, and you know, we'll get them next week.
Looking forward to seeing you back there. Always great to have you here in the Elite Series. A 2-time Elite Series champion from South Carolina, the COBB, Brandon Cobb. 18 pounds, 13 ounces yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. Needs 2 pounds, 5 ounces to get inside the cut. Pretty sure he's got that. 5 fish here today, 12 pounds even, gives him 30 pounds, 13 ounces, not only in the cut, but sitting in 10th place currently. Going to dig deep in that VMC weighing bag and hold them up for you, ladies and gentlemen. Want to thank all our viewers watching on Bassmaster.com. Remind our marshals we have a meeting coming up right after weighing, and you got to go to work again tomorrow. You don't get the weekend off, which is a good thing if you're a professional angler.
That's a good thing for sure. It was really, really bad today. At one point, I was weighing my fish, so I know what they weighed. I had 4 for 312. Yeah, no, that's possible. 4 for 3. I saw Shane's bag a while ago, so I know it's pretty possible. But, yeah, I had 312 and 4 fish. Like, man, this is going to be ugly. And then scratched out a little bit, so I'm happy to get to go again tomorrow and try it.
Go get them tomorrow and get backstage and repair your relationship with your roommate. From Summerville, South Carolina, a 4-time Bassmaster winner. Let's hear it for Patrick Walters. 20 pounds and 5 ounces to start the day. He's got 5 fish here today. (16 pounds, 13 ounces. Rockets all the way up to 3rd place with 37 pounds, 2 ounces. Just 11 ounces short of the overall lead. (37 pounds, 2 ounces, sitting in 3rd place, just 11 ounces short of the overall lead. And I got to commend you, dude. No matter what way this works out, what you have done in literally the last 12 months, there was one little part of your game that probably was a little flawed, and it was smallmouth bass fishing. And, man, what you have done in these smallmouth bass fisheries, and it didn't come without a lot of work, is amazing. You figured this bite out.
No, I absolutely agree with you because, listen, there was about 3 years, my first 3 years on the Elite Series, I drove home from New York mad. About 95 mile an hour, that truck would be just shaking. I was going home so bad. It never really clicked, and all of a sudden it's a lot simpler than we make it out to be. But no, I absolutely I think I love catching smallmouth more than largemouth now. If there's smallmouth in a lake, I think I'm going to fish for them. I love this lake. It's got a lot of fish in it. I'm hoping tomorrow, if we get some calm weather, it's gonna showcase what this body of water has to offer. I mean, it was a little choppy out there. Everybody's probably said that. I mean, we're making a good ride, and we'll see what happens.
Can't wait to see it go down with you tomorrow. He's a Bass Nation national champion all the way from Hawaii. Say aloha to Maddie Wong. Maddie Wong, tough tournament. 6'9" yesterday. One fish here today. We've had a 15-ouncer weighed in. Can we beat that? No. 1 pound, 2 ounce. You did not weigh in the smallest fish of the tournament. And, I mean, hey, I know how all guys are. It doesn't matter if the dude beside you is 80 years old on the treadmill at the hotel. You're racing him, and you beat somebody, so you have to be happy with that.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm not the anchor this week, so no, it feels good. The crazy thing is, I mean, sometimes when you get like a spell of bad luck, it just keeps on piling up. I went through 2 trolling motors. I had a backup boat and didn't have a trolling motor today. So I'm happy that I was able to get one. I was almost tiller fishing, sitting in the driver's seat, dragging around a Carolina rig. So I think you walleye guys would have been really proud of me. But either way, this place is amazing. It was my first time to South Dakota, and these plains, all the wildlife. I wish the fish were more cooperative, but I still had fun, and I'm really looking forward to La Crosse next week.
Always great to have you here. Thanks. Safe travels. We look forward to seeing you next week. A former Bass Nation national champion, a former Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year, a 6-time Bassmaster winner, 11-time Classic qualifier from Rathdrum, Idaho, the prodigy, Brandon Polinick. Your current leader in Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year points at 11:15 yesterday, 5 fish here today. Looking for 9 pounds, 12 ounces to get inside the cut. 6 pounds, 12 ounces, 18 pounds, 11 ounces. You're in 61st right now. And out of respect to our friendship, I'm not going to say anything more because we're still trying to repair from yesterday.
It was just one of those weeks. I don't even know what to think about it. You could have said whatever you wanted, and I wouldn't have blamed you. It's all on me. I had the same opportunities that everybody else did to find the right fish, and I just didn't put it together this week. It's really frustrating because I had such a good start to the season, and when the schedule came out, I circled this one as like, hey, this should be a really fun one for me. And I just couldn't put it together. I don't know why, but it's going to make for a really interesting week next week. So make sure you guys all tune in to Bassmaster.com because the AOI is going to be a shootout now.
Going to be a shootout, and we look forward to watching it go down. Before you go anywhere, $1,000 Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year bonus check. That was nice.
I got paid this week.
Yeah, I got a nice check. Yeah, good. Bye, friend. Our next angler, the only Australian to ever win a Bassmaster Elite Series event. Fear my heart, Carl Jacobson. Had 10 pounds, 12 ounces as of this morning. 5 fish here today, looking for 10-15 to get inside the cut. $10-12 yesterday. 5 fish here today. 8 pounds, 14 ounces with 19-10 just outside the cut in 56th place. So, you salvaged some points there, and I know you don't want to miss the cut, but if you're going to miss it, you're going to be close, so you're going to maximize your points.
Yeah, that's the main thing. The ultimate goal is to make the Bassmaster Classic, but, I've slipped up the last 2 tournaments. You can't do that versus these guys. It's been a frustrating week for me. I love South Dakota. I love this lake. Put a lot of hard work and time in here. We came here last year and just fell in love with the place, caught a bunch of bass and put 5 days in, hard days. did everything, that I knew how to do to have a good tournament here. And so when you look back at it, I tried my hardest, did everything I could, and it wasn't meant to be this time round. So it's going to come down to La Crosse, Wisconsin, and I'm going to give it everything I can there. So appreciate the support. Thanks, South Dakota, for having us. Thanks for showing out, and look after this lake. It's a fun one.
Forward to seeing you at the next one. One of only 2 Canadians to ever win an Elite Series event. From Kenora, Ontario, the great Canadian snow leopard, Gussie Jeff Gustafson. 19 pounds and 9 ounces as of this morning. 5 fish to add to that here today. They need to be 2 pounds, 2 ounces to get inside the cut. I believe they are. 12 pounds, 3 ounces with 31 pounds, 12 ounces. He moves into 11th place currently, and I know today was a little tougher on you, but you're sitting in 11th place with 8 anglers left to weigh in, so you're going to be in a good spot going out tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely got a shot at the top 10. I had to go up shallow and just salvage my day, and that took a lot longer than I wanted it to. But yeah, that was some tough conditions out there. Anybody that wants to fish for a living, it's not always bright and sunny and calm. But no, I rocked the green flannel today, so we're gonna have to go back to blue tomorrow. And yeah, I'm gonna get out and fish deep and do my thing, and I'll have a better day tomorrow.
Can't wait to see it go down. Look forward to seeing you. He's an Elite Series champion from Springville, Alabama. The little ball of hate, Wes Logan. 10 pounds even yesterday. 5 fish here today. Needs 11-11 to get inside the cut. 10 pounds yesterday. Looking for 11-11 to get inside the cut. Currently 12 pounds and 9 ounces inside the cut with 22 pounds and 9 ounces. Sitting in 45th place, so not a lot of spots of cushion. But right now you're inside the cut, so you got to be happy about that.
Yeah, I mean, I had a little bit better day today. Thank God I was in that Skeeter Yamaha riding all them waves today. Man, it was weird. I was coming back, I don't know what area of the lake. It's above the 212 bridge, but a walleye boat was coming down the lake, and I would lose him in the waves. And I was like, well, this is good. I'm out here in a 20-foot boat, and he's in a boat that's made for this place. But it did good. Didn't get around any big ones during the tournament. Caught a few in practice, but I don't know. Maybe we'll get to go tomorrow. It's going to be real close, but we'll see.
My fingers crossed for you. A 3-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Colgate, Oklahoma, Luke Palmer. Had 13 pounds, 5 ounces yesterday. Looking for 8 pounds, 10 ounces here today to get inside the cut currently. 16 pounds and an ounce with 29 pounds, 6 ounces. He moves into 18th place currently with 29 pounds, 6 ounces. $29 pounds, 6 ounces inside the top 20, and you got to be feeling pretty good about today.
It was still a grind. I had some adverse conditions today, kind of took over, but I'm not saying I didn't lose my cool just a little bit once or twice, but I kept fishing, just kept my head down, and things just kind of worked out. Lost several fish, but it's going to happen. But I can't thank our service guys enough. They take care of us big time. We're on the road so many days out of the year, you're going to have problems with the boat. And those guys take care of us from daylight to dark. There was one guy come to the campground last night, I think it was about 11 o'clock. So the service guys stayed late for him. So we really appreciate what they do. But I know one thing, I was glad to be in that 21 PHX, that Phoenix. It was a real deal. So definitely go check them out, especially on this water. But we'll get to see y'all tomorrow.
See you tomorrow morning for takeoff. He's a Bassmaster Open winner and an Elite Series champion from Maryland, the Schmidt, Brian Schmidt. Had 14 pounds, 11 ounces to start the day. Needs 7 pounds and 9 ounces to get inside the cut. 5 fish here today. 8 pounds, 12 ounces inside the cut with 23 pounds, 7 ounces. You are sitting in 41st place. You're going fishing tomorrow.
Wow. We didn't find a biomass.
No biomass.
We did not find it, and believe me, I tried. I burnt every drop of gas out of my boat today. We were in some big water. My hat's off to my Ranger Mercury combo, man. Beat it to death and caught 8 pounds. But look, I did lose a big one if we're lucky to go fishing tomorrow, we're going to fill her up and we're going to make a big run and see how many points we can make up.
Go get that biomass tomorrow. No idea what it means. From Dandridge, Tennessee, he's a Bassmaster Open winner, Skylar Hamilton. Want to remind our marshals we have a meeting coming up right after weigh-in, so marshals, make sure you stick around. 16 pounds even as of this morning. He needs 6 pounds and 9 ounces to get inside the cut. 9 pounds, 15 ounces. Skylar Hamilton going fishing tomorrow with 25 pounds, 15 ounces. Too short of a limit today, but caught the right ones, and he's going to be fishing with us on semifinal Saturday here at the Bassmaster Elite Series. Guaranteed rate Bassmaster Elite at Lake Oahe in beautiful South Dakota. Too short of a limit today, but man, he caught the quality ones and going to get going fishing tomorrow.
That's, after this morning I really didn't think I would be in the cut, and I got lucky and caught those two, and really just thankful to be alive, man. This place gets humongous, and it blows the length of this lake, and it gets big. I'm sure everybody said it, but it was a tough ride in, but thankful to be in the cut. Got to say hi to my family back home. Love you guys, and we get to go tomorrow.
Looking forward to seeing you back here tomorrow morning. Time for our reigning and defending Bassmaster Classic champion from Park Hill, Oklahoma, Jason Christie. Had 312 yesterday, 5 fish to add to that here today. £12 pounds, 4 ounces, gives him 16 pounds even. Moves into 72nd place currently. Not a spot that Jason Christie's used to being in, but don't worry, you'll be able to see him at the Bassmaster Classic because he's your defending champion. So you don't have that classic stress because you're the defending champ, so you get to go back. And I would imagine that going to a place like La Crosse, Wisconsin, after an uncharacteristically tough finish here makes you a very dangerous dude next week.
Last time that happened, I won, so looking forward to La Crosse. I tried to be too smart here. First day of practice, I ran around. It seemed like there was boats everywhere, and I ended up running to the dam yesterday, and I had a lot of good spots, but not a great spot, and I just never got settled down. I was like, these aren't going to bite. I'm going to go to the next one. So today I went down there again, and I picked one spot, and I sat there. I got to fish for like 2 hours, hour and 45 minutes, and that's what I caught. So sometimes you just try to be outsmart. There's no telling how many 5-pounders I ran by getting there, but at least I got to fish by myself. So,
Nice relaxing day.
Tomorrow I'll be sitting at the house by myself.
Hopefully we can use you a little on Bass Live. Our next angler, a 4-time Bassmaster winner from North Prince George, Virginia, Jacob Porosnik. You trying to put him in my pocket? Those aren't even near as small as the ones I've seen here today. Trust me. Evidently cold water because we're dealing with some shrinkage here today. 11 pounds, 6 ounces yesterday, 5'11 today, 17-1. Well, that's not worry about what place you're in. You're number one in my heart.
Yeah, that I don't know really what happened. And practice was really, really good. The only thing I can think of is the wind blew them off. I'm not lying to you. At one point, I had probably 200 or 300 smallmouth under my boat at one time. I could see them. It was flat, slick, calm. So the deal is here that these fish come to the top. Today I caught every one of those like 3 feet underneath my trolling motor. I mean, be out over 50 foot or 30 foot deep. They kind of come up to see what's going on. Just typical smallmouth. But what a great place. I'd like to come back out here and go pheasant hunting sometime or something like that. Bunch of pheasants going down the bank. So it's an awesome place, awesome time. But just the wind, man, kicks our butt every time we come here. But maybe one day we'll get it straight.
Great to have you here. Look forward to seeing you in La Crosse. He's your day one leader, a 5-time classic qualifier. Get loud for Brandon Card. Had 21 pounds, 10 ounces yesterday. Needs 16.3 to take the lead here today. Unfortunately, one short of a limit. Only needs 15 ounces to get inside the cut, so he's going to be part of the mix tomorrow. 12 pounds, 10 ounces. He moves into 6th place with 34 pounds and 4 ounces. A little tougher day today for your day one leader. Well, big bites like that are going to keep him in it. Needs to be better than 5'11" for the day, 5'12" for the tournament to take over Phoenix Boats Big Bass. 5'2", not going to do that, but sitting in sixth place, a much tougher day today. But the good news is still well within striking distance, just 3 pounds 9 ounces short of the overall lead.
Yeah, it was an interesting day. It was like the opposite of yesterday. Yesterday, as soon as I got to that spot, they were just firing, and I was just catching them one after another. Today, it took me like 2 hours to even get a bite. So it was just a kind of an interesting day. The fish are still there. I just think it has something to do with maybe the way the wind was blowing, the current was different. But tomorrow, it's going to be calm, so we'll be able to cover a little bit more water, fish some more spots. But yeah, I mean, at least I'm still in the hunt, and we just got to go out there and catch another big bag. But I do want to give a shout out to Humminbird. They just came out with this target lock, and what's cool about it is on a windy day like today, you can spot lock in the wind, and then you can pan around with your Mega Live and actually catch those fish. And I've been doing that the last 2 days. So pretty cool new technology. Y'all go check it out.
Very cool. Look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow. That concludes our day 2 weigh-in, ladies and gentlemen. Started with 90, going to cut it down to 47 anglers. Your tournament leader, the very first Canadian ever to win an Elite Series event, Chris Johnston. Right behind him, a former Elite Series Rookie of the Year, weighed in the biggest bag of the tournament today, our VMC Monster Bag with 23 pounds, 3 ounces, the Sleepy Assassin, Austin Felix, followed by 4-time Bassmaster winner, Patrick Walters, Mark Frazier, Caleb Kufal, Brandon Card, Takumi Ito, Tyler Rabette, Matt Robertson, and rounding out our top 10, Jake Whitaker. 47 anglers remain. After tomorrow, we'll cut it down to the top 10. Only the top 10 fish on Championship Sunday. On behalf of our entire Bassmaster staff, we thank each and every one of you that came out here today. Everybody that tuned in online, thank you very much. And remember, tomorrow morning, Saturday morning, every Saturday, Sunday of Elite Series competition, you can catch the action on FS1 at 8 a.m. Bass Live will be on FS1, as it is every Saturday, Sunday of Elite Series competition. And hours outside of that, you can watch it on the Fox Sports app and Bassmaster.com. We'll see you tomorrow.